Mr. Silverthorn, is it true that Deanna Natale is suing you?
Well, Doug, it's actually, I don't know where you heard that, but I'm not being sued by anyone. What I can tell you is that in late November, I got this letter from a lawyer, I think his name is William McDowell in Toronto, and there was a draft statement of claim there. The letter was dated November the 26th, and if you could believe it, he says that he represents Deanna Natale, and there was a draft statement of claim, and they said that they want $550,000 from me because I've defamed her. Now, I think the letter should have been dated April the 1st, because I think this is a joke. Now, I mean, when I got this letter, I just fell off my chair laughing. Now, I'm not sure if that's how it was intended, but I thought it was so funny that I decided to share it with the Law Society, and I don't think the Law Society found it very funny, and I think there's a complaint against Mr. McDowell. Now, I've actually got the draft statement of claim here, and I can just read a couple of the highlighted portions from you. It says that the plaintiff, that's Deanna Natale, she claims the sum of $500,000 in general damages, and not only that, she wants $50,000 in punitive damages. And it says here in this statement of claim that I've said terrible things about her, and it gives some examples. Paragraph 10, Silverthorn has made the following defamatory statements of and concerning Natale. A, it is common knowledge that in the collection industry that Ms. Natale's law firm employs a significant number of full-time employees whose primary function is to demand payment from consumers across Canada on delinquent accounts. Now, I thought that was true. B, some of the collection letters utilized by Natale law offices are referred to as a draft statement of claim, a one-page cover letter demanding payment of an outstanding account, together with an enclosure and imitation of a court document used by a plaintiff to commence a lawsuit against the defendant. I thought that was true. I've got copies of those up on my website. C, many consumers, particularly unsophisticated individuals receiving a draft statement of claim collection letter, would believe that they have been sued when in fact they have not been not. Well, I thought that was true. D, this is the fourth allegation that I've defamed Ms. Natale. D, based upon a number of factors, it would be reasonable to infer that the Law Society has received complaints from members of the public that employees of Natale law offices have engaged in aggressive conduct in the firm's debt collection activities. Well, back in June of 2009, Amanda Worley, a discipline lawyer with the Law Society, filed a notice of application alleging facts in connection with a disciplinary complaint against Ms. Natale. And if you look at the 4 paragraphs in the complaint, it would certainly seem to suggest that one of the bases of the complaint is aggressive conduct in connection with Ms. Natale's employees. So I don't know what the problem is there. And the final allegation that I defamed Ms. Natale says here, Mark Silverthorn has written a number of blog articles on the issue of why it may be illegal for a lawyer to send a draft statement of claim to a resident of Ontario or British Columbia. Well, yes, that's true. That's true. Well, okay, let's go to paragraph 11. In order to sensationalize these allegations, Silverthorn has taken the following steps. These are serious allegations against me. A, on his website, Silverthorn has 2 flashing items. Breaking news: collection lawyer Deanna Natale scheduled for a hearing before the Law Society on January the 11th, 2011. No, that's true. B, the website item relating to Natale gratuitously includes the following: Markham lawyer Deanna Natale, daughter of former federal Liberal cabinet minister Judy Sgro, is to appear before a disciplinary hearing. Well, I thought that was true. C, the website includes the following, quote, on Monday, November the 15th, 2010, the Law Times, a weekly newspaper for Ontario lawyers, ran a story in which it quoted both consumer advocate and lawyer Mark Silverthorn and William Trudell, one of Miss Natale's lawyers. in this article, Mr. Trudell criticized the Law Society for bringing Miss Natale up on disciplinary charges. After learning of Mr. Trudell's comments in the Law Times article, Mr. Silverthorn wrote a letter to the Law Society in which he described Mr. Trudell as being very frugal with the truth by characterizing Miss Natale's disciplinary hearing as a test case for lawyers doing high-volume debt collection work. Now, it's interesting that at some point in November, I understand that Miss Natale stopped sending out draft statement of claims. Now, it seems to me there was something about the Ontario Registrar of Collection Agencies having a meeting with this collection agency, Global Credit and Collection Inc., and telling them not to send out draft statement of claims. Now, I assume that he asked them to do that because he thought it was illegal. So I'm not sure what this test case business is all about. I just don't understand that. But anyways, finally, this document where apparently I'm supposed to pay $550,000 to Miss Natale, it says, each of these allegations reflects that Silverthorn has acted maliciously in his actions concerning and publications about Natale. Let's see what else it goes on to say here. Paragraph 14, Silverthorn has acted with malice in advancing his claims against Natale. He has at all times sought to promote his so-called consumer advocacy practice while demeaning Natale in the exercise of her profession. Well, I certainly have nothing to be ashamed of, and I certainly don't go around suing people for $550,000. And, I guess, I just don't know if Mr. McDowell, this lawyer, I thought William Trudell was Miss Natale's lawyer. I don't know how many lawyers she needs. She's a lawyer. How many lawyers does it take to defend Miss Natale and her reputation? I don't know. But I don't know if Miss Natale and Mr. McDowell, this lawyer, have the balls to sue Mark Silverthorn. I just don't know. Doug, does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay, thank you, Doug.